Over the course of Chinese history, there were many rulers of China. In this video, we're going to go over the major Chinese dynasties, starting from the earliest until the present day. Welcome to the Living History channel. Let's get started. Xia Dynasty. According to legend, the Xia Dynasty was founded by Yu the Great. After he successfully controlled the flooding of the Yellow River, the Xia Dynasty is considered the first dynasty of China. But because there's very little archaeological evidence for it, most historians debate whether or not it actually existed. Shang Dynasty. The Shang Dynasty was the second dynasty of China. The Shang kings ruled from the capital city of Yin, which is now modern-day Yin. Were around 30 Shang kings in total. Interesting fact, oracle bone script, one of the earliest forms of Chinese writing, was used during the Shang Dynasty. Western Zhou Dynasty. After the Shang Dynasty, there was a 700-year-long period known as the Spring and Autumn period between the two Zhou dynasties. During this time, the Zhou kings were considered the rulers of China, but they didn't have much power. Instead, there were many large and small states that were constantly fighting each other. The Western Zhou dynasty was the first of two periods known as the Zhou, literally meaning early and late. In this case, it refers to the location of the capital city. As the Western Zhou dynasty got further and further away from the original Zhou lands, the Eastern Zhou dynasty was a continuation of the Zhou dynasty when the capital city was moved east. Qin Dynasty. The Qin dynasty is considered the first true empire of China. The Qin emperor was known as the first emperor of China. He took the title of emperor instead of king. And for the first time ever, the entire country was under the rule of a single person, who famously built himself a terracotta army. The Great Wall of China was also built during the Qin Dynasty, Han Dynasty. The Han Dynasty is considered a golden age in Chinese history. It was during the Han Dynasty that the famous Silk Road was established, connecting China to Europe. Paper and the compass were invented during this amazing dynasty, Three Kingdoms period. Following the Han Dynasty was a period of three kingdoms, Wei, Shu, and Wu. This period of time is well known in China, and there are many famous stories about the heroes of the three kingdoms. Jin Dynasty. After the three kingdoms came the Jin Dynasty. Interestingly, during the Jin Dynasty, there was a large influx of foreign cultures due to the introduction of Buddhism. Southern and Northern Dynasties. This was a period of time where the north and south of China were ruled by different dynasties. The most powerful northern dynasty was the Northern Wei Dynasty. Meanwhile, in the south, there were many short-lived dynasties, including the Song Dynasty. Sui Dynasty. The Sui Dynasty reunified China, but they only lasted for 37 years. One of their greatest accomplishments was the construction of the Grand Canal, which still exists to this day. Temps Dynasty. The Temps Dynasty is considered another golden age in Chinese history. It was during the Temps Dynasty when the capital city of Chang'an was the largest in the world. Also, the famous poet Li Bai lived during this time. Song Dynasty. During the Song Dynasty, the population nearly tripled. The economy grew tremendously, and new technologies were developed, like the printing press and paper money. However, the Song Dynasty was weak militarily, and eventually they were conquered by the Mongols. Yuan Dynasty. The Yuan Dynasty was when China was ruled by the Mongols. Kublai Khan was the most famous ruler of the Yuan Dynasty. Ming Dynasty. The Ming Dynasty is known for its incredible blue and white porcelain, Forbidden City and the Great Wall. The first European to enter China was a Portuguese missionary who arrived in 1580. Qing Dynasty. The Qing Dynasty was the last imperial dynasty of China. The founder of the Qing Dynasty was the Manchu ruler, Hong Taiji. The Qing rulers were of Manchurian ancestry, and they imposed a number of restrictions on the Chinese people. Despite this, the Qing Dynasty was able to survive for hundreds of years. In fact, the Qing Dynasty was the longest-lasting of any dynasty in Chinese history. Towards the end of the dynasty, China began to fall behind technologically and economically. By the early 1900s, Western powers were calling for an end to the Qing Dynasty. In 1911, a revolution broke out, and the Qing emperor was forced to abdicate. The Teen Republic of China. Following the Qing Dynasty, there was a period of time known as the Republic of China. This was a period of war and instability in Chinese history. The country suffered through a civil war and two separate occupations, one by the Japanese and one by the British and French. People's Republic of China. In 1949, the People's Republic of China was founded by Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong is considered the father of modern-day China. Under his leadership, China went through a period of rapid industrialization. After Mao Zedong's death, China continued to grow economically and is now the second largest economy in the world. There you have it, a brief overview of the major Chinese dynasties. Let us know in the comments below if your favorite dynasty was mentioned. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. See you next time.